morning. I was saying this is beautiful. Hey? Wow, I mean you can't believe the difference from yesterday. It was quite lekker to have a bit of a wet test on the Warrior, just to see, you know, there were spots that get wet, but yeah, so far so good. Baby, say pardon.
Oh, that wasn't me. Hello.
Hello, baby girl. Do you want to go see? Big stretch. Big stretch, baby. Careful, Mila. Careful. Oh. Yeah, this is properly cool. Needed a break from that 40-degree weather we've been having. But I think when you look at forest like this, you want the mist, you want the cool air. It's been nice to go for a walk. What is interesting, it looks like there's no power in the area, and that is the convenience then with our situation, is that we've got full power here in terms of the inverter doing what it needs to do, and obviously the dual battery system, you know, to run all the other things. So yeah, making ourselves some coffee, and then we're going to be ready for the day. I boiled water and I was getting the grind out and I was getting my fresh beans, and I just thought, oh, I'm lazy today. It's just lovely having coffee options and having convenience like this. Happy days. Coffee on the run. Hello, Mila. Hello. What's happening, baby? You're looking for monkeys? There's only one monkey here, and it's dead.
Whoa, Ma, where are we going? She said there and back just to see how far it is. Whoa, Pa, why are we going? He said, 'cause we got this time that you're giving our hands, just to see how far it is. Oh, come on, brother, please. Won't show us just how far it is.
Beautiful, eh? Shop, how flippin' amazing. I know, I can't get over the fun of doing this every single day. I think I need to create a show where I kind of review the best bathrooms in the world. But let me tell you what I like about this, is that normally to have this kind of surrounded by the forest, you're literally taking your spade and digging a hole. Here you've got all the amenities, so those of you that are a little bit but borskaks, this is going to work for you. So here you are at home, but cucking in the bos. It's beautiful, it's amazing, I like it. As you can see, the dogs are getting super excited because Dad's putting shoes on. You want to go walk? Should we go for a walk? Okay, let's go. Hey man, I'm trying to get you in shot, you knob. Yes, that's, you know.
You're racing me up the hill.
Sucking gas already. Yo. I'm going to apologize for the heavy breathing, because obviously in my mind I'm still 20 and an athlete, so of course I pick the bush pick trail, which is the steepest and most difficult one. But it's going to be worth the view. Oh, it's That's cool, eh? You have fun? Me, Lemon? You have a nice job. You have a nice shower, boy. Are you clean? Are you clean? Look at how beautiful boy is. So cute. I'm not one for promoting drinking before 12. But it was cold and it was flippin' amazing. Absolutely, absolutely love that. So we're gonna have a little
Nuts.
ladies first.
Drink. Thank you.
It was like a cheers. Glad I didn't buffalo that. It's actually been such a fun morning. Heading out for lunch. Where are we going?
Crab Fontaine Cafe.
Okay. And it's lekker, man. I can't believe it. Like, we came down this pass yesterday and it was like 35 degrees and it looked so different. Yeah, it's magical, mystical. It kind of reminds me a little bit like when we were doing the walk today of Hogsback. Yeah, a lot like it, eh? I could have done that like Gorillas in the Mist thing. Old mate of mine, Henty, sent me a really cool option in Hoedspruit. So we're going to stay at Henty's farm on Thursday night, but we've got a free night. So we're deliberating, do we stay here, do an extra night, because it is amazing. The problem with the Hoedspruit place is it is properly wild. It's exactly what we're looking for. But I mean, we've got sent video footage of wild dogs running through the camp. Obviously, Hoedspruit known for all of its leopards. Wild is what we want. I love the doggos, and I dig them to stick around a little bit longer. So that's the only thing that's kind of.
The dogs, yeah.
Anyway, let's deliberate over lunch, I think.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, thanks.
You lekker?
I'm good.
Are
My
you?
name is Denzel.
Denzel, I'm Marius.
Okay, nice to meet you, Marius.
I'm a little bit worried though. I hear the journey's on. We've got power and stuff here for coffee.
Yeah, we do. The generator is only for one machine.
For the weather, like this, I've got 3 dogs. Can we come in?
Yeah, sure, you can. I can even offer them food.
You joking?
We have food on the menu for our dogs. Furry friends here.
But
We also have a cocktail for the dogs.
No way.
we've come to the right place.
Okay, you can just fetch our best friends and bring them in.
People are going to think, yes, they're giving you food in a bowl.
Are you trying to say
Hang on,
something?
sit.
You see, I have to deal with this.
Yeah, you're a good doggy, eh?
Come
Look
on,
at
the dog
you.
box.
Yeah. Used to be a sawmill that burned down about 36 odd years ago called the Short Sawmill. We purchased the property in 2017 for the purpose of growing avocados. We planted 2 blocks of avocados, found some coffee and decided that is something we want to try do. Luckily for us, our directors are big coffee lovers and we saw a little bit of a niche market there with there's only 7 commercial coffee farms in South Africa. and we saw the opportunity to try and experiment. So our coffee is planted between two different farms. We've got about 12,676 coffee plants in the ground, which is mostly made up out of this F6 and SL28 cultivars. Originally when we planted, we used the secondary farm in Hansfontein, and that's more your traditional fields. When we moved our whole operation to this farm, we've decided that we don't really want to disturb the mountains as is, and what we do is we try to remove all the alien plant species, and then all the open pockets, all the open spaces, we just make a hole and plant our coffee. So it's 100% natural water, we've got no watering systems, and then we try to stay away completely from pesticide. We want to tell the story of our area and of the farm itself, and so we chose to keep this building exactly as it is. We didn't paint a wall, we didn't fix anything, even the cracks, we've just patched it up with some metal bars. We want to really tell the story of this is a building that used to be used, became dilapidated over years, and now we take it as it is and repurpose it to function as something completely different. When we took over the farm, it was part of the agreement that the community is here and they are here to stay, and we wanted to support them. So there's about 250 people that lives in this community. So when we came in, there was no electricity, so that was the first project we took on with the municipality. And so all the houses, buildings has got now prepaid electricity. We've just recently, again in partnership with the municipality, were able to build a new bridge for them, so they've got access across the river, you know, to go to school and work. So we've got a close-knit relationship with them. Here at the cafe as well, we try to employ as much as we can out of the community, or at our mother company, which is Alles Beste, the avocado farm, and see how we can sort of employ as much as we can. You'll find lots of restaurants all doing their own little type of niche product. We've got our breweries, gin, beer. We've got all sorts of things happening in our area, and it comes down to that community support. So none of these guys, even us, can ever survive without this community. And that makes it great, helping each other build a future forward, not only for ourselves, but for each other, and also for the bigger Magoebaskloof, Hoedspruit area. We wake up in the morning, we decide we want to do something, and then we do it. And sometimes you fail, but that's part of the fun process of it. So yeah, that's sort of how we do it, is we just dream.
Are we allowed to eat it? No. Okay. And?
So we were going to make pasta, weren't we? And then what happened?
Lazy.
And we decided what we're doing it
No.
tomorrow.
No. We could go. Or we could stay.
Thanks for simplifying it. And can I tell you how lucky we are that we ended up at this venue when it decided to rain. Because like this, it's all cool going and hiding out in a restaurant during the day. But at night, you're sitting under that tiny little area that the awning's protecting you from. Yeah, so not the most pleasant. So this has actually worked out a real charm. And Obi, just we opened that after a hike. So we've clocked that thing. Don't say we're not classy.
Yeah, it's another beautiful morning here at Tupelo in Magoebaskloof, and we have made the call to not stay an extra night, but to pack up and head to a real wild camping experience in Hoedspruit. And the cool thing is that I think with the Warrior, the pack up and go is a lot easier, and that scores me points with Elise, because she always used to moan about we can't do these one nights, and that's what we're going to be doing now. One night tonight in Hoedspruit, and a night tomorrow just outside Nelspruit in another farm. But it is way easier just to pack things up and get everything done. But what we did notice with all the rain is we had a lot of leaking around the seams. So you can see, excuse Oscar's wet prints over there. But yeah, it's actually leaked into the mattress area quite a bit. and it's actually, I'll show you, it's actually worse on Elise's side. With DJ and the guys, this sort of information and feedback that they want. And when we had it on trial a few months back, we obviously had perfect weather. But her side, you can have a look at that wet line on the mattress. We didn't have the privacy suite out on this side, so I don't know if that's also been a factor, that it's obviously sent a lot of water straight onto the door and around those seams. We could easily stay on if it wasn't the fact that we're meant to be heading out just to see how far it is, and that's what we're going to do.
Before heading on our merry way, we went to say goodbye to owners Rolf and Elspeth and check out her glass art studio. But I was also really intrigued as to how two Joburgers found themselves here.
We saw an ad in the Farmers Weekly for a little north-facing slope of Magoebaskloof, so we thought, let's come and have a look. And we drove up this windy forested road and came to a little plateau with a beautiful waterberry tree. And we fell in love with the tree.
How long ago was this?
About over 35 years ago. So there was nothing except the tree and the forest. We're of the generation Van Morrison, and he had a lovely song, Tupelo Honey. And we thought, okay, sounds good for here. So that's it. So there's actually no honey on the farm. So we've just got accommodation and herbs and avos and glasswork. So that's what we do here now.
Amazing. So this was like for fun, and now it's fun but business.
Yeah, well, I wanted coriander and I couldn't buy any in Zanin 30 years ago, so I started planting my own.
Now you're selling to the whole region?
Well, to Zanin and Polokwane, but to veggie shops and restaurants and stuff.
What all are you growing?
Well,
coriander, yes.
Coriander, definitely. Rosemary, rocket, basil, parsley, dill, fennel, thyme, lettuce.
Time. This takes time.
It does.
And you got to rely on nature, and nature doesn't always play its role.
No, but luckily we get rain. And yeah, no.
And natural water here too.
Yes, luckily out the mountain, which is stunning. Yeah.
So
It's
cool.
good fun.
You look happy.
I'd have to be happy here. We are happy. Very.
Yeah, it's amazing. So 3 little campsites, and all of them have this nice little area that's going to provide you with protection on days like today. You know, stunning. It's really, you know, it's beautiful.
Well, that's Ralph. He likes to build. We discovered that was fun when we built our own house under our waterberry. So then we started off with one accommodation, the herb cottage, and then we did the coral tree camp. And he has vision, and he says, well, I think, you know, we could do something here. And he starts scribbling away and does a little drawing, and then the next thing is we get a couple of fellows and dig some trenches and build. And so that's how we've done it. And I think birdsong possibly is the nicest combination because it's got everything.
Joburg was home.
Yes.
Was creativity always part of your calling?
Yes, always glasswork and stuff.
Well, what's the process? I mean, I'm looking at like the mirrors. They are spectacular.
The mirrors are 2 thin pieces of glass. I cut them out, put stuff in between, solder it, so that's how I do that. The other things like these are cooked. So I take big sheets of glass, bring them in from town, chop them up, and I have molds, paint on them, cook them in my kiln, and there you go.
For these places to flourish, everyone has to work together.
They do, definitely. I mean, Hoedspruit is the strangest little town because it has no huge fences and it's super friendly, and if anybody needs anything, the whole community just jumps to and helps. And you know, there are fabulous restaurants there, and it's getting quite busy, which is a little bit sad in a way, but you know, it's bringing people there, and it's lovely experiences for people that want to come away on holiday.
So we got this from Elspeth's shop, caramelized macadamias.
How good are those? The problem is, we haven't left the property yet, and we're already a quarter of the way through the things, and now it's like, I'm like, okay, have one more. Just
one more.
We're allowed one more. One more. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand.
Just one.
Wow, okay.
And there's one in my mouth.
I got you too. Classic.
Followed you, heard you spoke, the lesson that I had learned. Misty heart, in your heart, I'll be there anywhere you want. Troubles coming on the way, but you can still walk them through. It's only two. The world is waiting for you.
It's amazing how the landscape has changed completely from like proper, we're in the forest, to what's starting to feel a lot more like bushveld, Kruger. Incredible. Our country is amazing.
You've been lost, you've been found, and now you started having fun. You won't choke, you won't drown.
Nearly there. But wow, beautiful. I can't believe this valley. Mangoes and citrus, Hoedspruit and leopards.
Still walk them through. It's only two. The world is waiting for you.
So I mean, obviously, so much of what we do is to introduce places that you think that looks amazing, I'd love to go there. But sometimes it's also through contacts and people that we know that we get to go to places that you just can't go to. We had that in season 1 when we went and camped at Blow Pits on the Orange River, and in much the same way, this little spot just outside Hoedspruit is purely being opened up to us because of a friend, Henty van der Merwe, who knows the farmer Yaku. I mean, he's, I think, one of the biggest mango farmers in South Africa. So we are going to be staying on their property, only it's wild.
Troubles coming on the way, but you can stay.
See, so this is like a real challenge with wild camping, is that nobody's gone and said camp here. You kind of pick a spot. But Davy has shown us a spot that him and his mates always come and camp at, which is kind of like here behind us under the tree. Yeah, we could probably, the highest part of my car is because of the surfboard. We could definitely get the trailer in there. And it is cool, but there's quite a downslope. I'm kind of leaning towards this view behind us. Check out that mountain. So I'm thinking of setting it pretty much over here. But I mean, this is like a nice problem to have.
Just to see how far it is. Just to see how far it is. Oh, come on, brother, please. Won't show just how far it is.
Yeah, you wish.
What a knob! We are in the perfect bush setting. What a cool treat to be able to sit here under the stars with a full moon. I'm happy.
Is this for 30 people?
No, it's for 2.
You actually know where to start.
So now we're pushing Hoedspruit. Going to be staying with the Fundamentals tonight. Not Sarl, but Darby.
They're so tame.
And obviously it's private, so they make an exception for us to stay, but you can hear that waterfall is going to be flipping amazing. Let's go take a look.